Hi, today we are looking at Absolute Batman issue 2, written by Scott Snyder, drawn by Nick Dragotta, and colored by Frank Martin. Full spoilers ahead, so you're forewarned. I think this issue is as strong as issue 1. While the plot did not move forward too much, this issue is really an introduction to two things: the supporting cast, and to a lesser degree, how Batman operates. The issue is of standard length, 24 pages, but it felt longer. There is a lot of information and story packed into each page. Hi, Future Tyler here. Yeah, there is a double page spread, but there are also pages with like 10 plus panels, with the maximum being 18, and we have two of those, which is why the issue felt long and has a lot packed in. We can discuss more of that when we get to the next section. Now, I'm not sure who Bullock is, but it seems like we are setting him up to be an opposing force for Batman. And talking about opposing forces, we get a little bit more of Batman's other childhood friends. We had already seen Killer Croc, and in this issue, we get to see the Penguin, the Riddler, and Two-Face a little bit. Catwoman also made an appearance. Not that they are villainous in this universe. As we discussed in Absolute Batman 1, it feels like in this universe, Batman is actually advantage. There has always been this theme of Batman and his rogue gallery being on opposite sides of the same coin, but here they're kind of on the same side of that coin. I mean, I like their friendship. Some of the dialogue, though, needs a little bit of work. It is a little too, wink wink, like Ozzy calling Harvey Two-Face, and then there's a Joker bit. But otherwise, the ribbing felt real, and the weaving of some exposition into the conversation also felt natural, explaining how Batman was able to figure out where the party animals were striking, as seen earlier in this issue. Now, would you actually call it friendship when Bruce was clearly there to get information? I mean, maybe not, but I do not think leaning on your friends, whom are better than you on certain things, negates the friendship. I mean, that's what friends are for, right? To hang out and to provide support, emotional or otherwise, when needed. And speaking of friendship, we get a very nice scene of an injured Jim Gordon and Martha Wayne. I agree. I'm not sure if that was the case in Prime Universe, but in this one, Martha and Gordon grew up together. Or at the very least, they have been friends since they were young. The intertwined relationships might read a little contrived, but I like the relationship between these two. Kind of like, J.J. Jameson's and Uncle Ben in Ultimate Spider-Man. We continue to get Alfred's point of view with respect to Batman, which I like. We also get a name attached to the people behind the party animals, Zionists, and perhaps some connection to, I don't know, Arkham, or Ark M here. Um, Alfred, appears to know a lot more, but he did not get a chance to tell Bruce in this issue. When they drove away in a bat tank of some sort. Well, regarding that, how did Bruce get the money to build that? I thought he was supposed to be poor, but I kind of enjoyed the last bit. I mean, the art is allowed to shine here, while the issue is kind of wordy. There are some real nice silent moments, especially in this part of the issue, which, brings us to the next section. We do not have a lot of large panels in this issue, but when we get them, they are beautiful. There is even one that looks like an homage to the movie poster for The Dark Knight. The thing though is, even when we have a large panel, the other half or one third, is packed with like smaller panels, making the art pretty dense in that sense. And some of these small panels made the page flow like a movie with like quick cuts, especially the two 18-panel pages where Bruce and his friends were playing cards. The facial expression, the zooming in on the cards, the hand holding the cards, etc. They all feel very cinematic. I think we discussed it somewhat when we were doing this week in X videos, but it, I mean about how it is not easy to make talking heads interesting, and here is a great example of how to do it. It is no longer possible, but I would give anything to see Dragotta draw a quiet council scene. And as mentioned, the art is allowed to shine when required, right? No word balloons and just the art taking over the storytelling. The hurt expressions of Martha, the guilt on young Bruce, Batman sneaking into a building and picking a lock, and even the explosion and the subsequent escape via the elevator shaft. I mean, it's simply amazing, all done without words. I kind of like all the buffed up characters design, like Bruce, Gordon, Alfred, even and Ozzy are all like buffed up. But I promise that has nothing to do with me liking the art or the book. Um, well, maybe not a whole lot. And last but not least, we have to talk about the colors. The majority of this issue takes place in dark places or at night. And I like how some of the scenes are lit and how the colors tells us it is dark without it being overly shadowed or, kind of like washed out in blacks. I really enjoyed this. It is a 4 out of 5 for me. We get to learn more about Bruce's supporting cast and the way he operates. The art and colors are gorgeous, and there's a lot packed into this one issue. I agree. So this is a must buy. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Please share this with your friends and leave us a comment. Thanks. And Tyler out.